I'm G, and this is G and Her Stuff podcast. I'm a freelance illustrator. Yeah, that's me. Living in the UK. I'm actually South Korean, but I moved to the UK 6 years ago, and I've been working as an artist, and also I teach Korean as well. But this podcast is not going to be about that. I like to talk about my knitting projects, sometimes quilting and sewing and spinning and natural dyeing. I am really grateful for you to come to my channel and checking this out. And also it's been a while since I filmed an episode. So I'm grateful for the people who are returning to my channel, if there are any. Yeah, so a lot of things have been happening in my life. So that's why I haven't been able to record an episode. So one of the reasons why I haven't been able to record an episode is also the pressure that I need to create a new project for, you know, the audience or viewer, however you like to call it. I just wanted to bring something interesting, but I felt like I haven't had any, and due to my low knitting modules lately, so I felt like I got nothing to show to people, so they won't be interested, or who's gonna watch it. But you know, I really wanted to come back, and because I really do enjoy recording a video. It's like a visual diary for me, and you know, recording the things that I like and reminding myself that it's always there if I need it, you know. Hopefully you guys would feel that way watching this video as well. Yeah, so it's a very sunny day today for British weather. It is getting really hot today. I think summer is getting closer, and the weather's been very unpredictable. I think we're expecting a thunder, not thunder, lightning this week. So we'll see. But today's today's weather is really nice. I thought I will take an opportunity to film something. Yeah, so let's talk about my first finished objects. So I want to talk about the yarn first because it's quite special. Kat from lovely Heather and Hobbs podcast that I really enjoy watching a few weeks ago, or even like a few months ago, she actually spun some wool from her local farm, and this was the yarn that she produced. Yeah, so this is so rustic and smells so sheepy, and I got one skein of yarn from her, and I wasn't sure what I was gonna make, but I wanted to make a small object because I knew that I don't have patience to get through a long project at the moment. So I cast it on Mittens. I did post a poll on Instagram, like, what should I use this yarn for? And some people said socks or mittens. At the time when I cast it on, there were more people for mittens, but at the end, after casting on, I realized people voted for socks more. But Kat did say that it will be better for mittens because it does seem durable, perhaps, but not suitable for socks. So I did cast on these lovely mittens. Okay, it doesn't look great, but because I haven't blocked it. So let me show you. I'll put it on. It'll look better on my hands. I don't know, does it? It's a very woolly mittens that I really wanted for a long time, and this rustic yarn is really warm. Feels nice as well. So this mittens I had a bit of trouble knitting up because my gauge wasn't really right. So I started with this pair first with 2mm needle, 2mm needles, realizing, oh, it does look a bit small for me. And when I was knitting up this bit, I couldn't get my hands through, so I read back a little bit and changed my needle size to 2.25 millimeters, and then it was fine. So when I was knitting up the second pair, I just decided to do cast on 2.25 millimeters and finish it off. So both are slightly different gauge, but it doesn't feel that different to me. As long as I can fit my hand through, I don't mind. Yeah, so this is a really lovely yarn, and it's very simple design. I think it was free as well on Ravelry. The weather's really nice. That I don't think when I can wear this anytime soon, but this is something that I always wanted, the mittens, having the mittens, because I did have gloves that I bought from Primark a long time ago, and it's warm, it's good, but I just feel like I don't like the plasticky feeling, and I wanted to replace that. And of course I didn't want to buy another commercially made one. What I should say is that I am trying to do what I have been able to do, the not buying any clothes, new clothes this year. I think there's a proper name for it, but I am not buying any commercially produced like fast fashion clothings anymore. So I'm trying to make everything that I need from, like, I will make it if that makes sense. So this is gonna be really exciting for exciting to have it on for winter or even autumn. I'm really looking forward to winter already, when the summer is approaching already. Yeah, so I have this bit of yarn left. I'm not sure what I could do with it yet. I can make another pair, but I'm not sure if there will be enough. Yeah, so let me know if there's any suggestion that you could think of. Just to let you know about this yarn a little bit more, is that I think it meant to be 4-ply as a yarn weight, or fingering even. I'm not sure because you can't really tell from the yardage, because the thing about this yarn is very thin and thick. It's not evenly spun. Sometimes there could be like this big blob. Yeah, so you can see those two things are very different. So like tight fabric like this, I think it doesn't matter, but yeah, I wouldn't do lace work or anything, but not that even I like lace work, to be honest. Yeah, so I really like the fabric. It's so rustic. Yeah, oh yeah, I really like it. Yeah, so let me know if there's any recommendation. Yeah, so that's probably the only knitted finished objects. Let me have a sip of coffee. So when I said there is only one knitted finished projects, there is a bit more finished project but quilted. Before I show you that, I want to show you this one. I'm not sure if I've shown you this one last episode. So I had been quilting quite a lot, and I wanted to make something useful out of it, so I decided to make a project bag out of it. I didn't measure anything, or no, I just did it, and here. So these are naturally dyed, indigo dye and onion dye. So and there's what's it called, the fabric that goes inside is dyed as well with the alkanet. I think it's not that deep of a color, but nice to have a lining in there. So that was my first quilted project bag, which I put these gloves in. So it goes like this. Yeah. Okay, so now I want to show you this project bag that I made. Quilted, hand quilted, not hand quilted, machine quilted. What am I talking about? Yeah, so let me show you. So it's quite wrinkled because, you know, yeah, I just keep it in a basket, so it's been wrinkled a bit. So this is naturally dyed as well. This is onion skin, and this is avocado. The pink one is avocado dyed, and the yellow one is also a mixture of the onion skins and ivy leaves. So yeah, those are all natural colors. It's the same on the other side, and here we have my such an ambitious project that I started that I don't know how to end with. It's a jumper. So it's quite wrinkled a lot. This is from the fibre that I got from Arbon Textiles. I spun it. I had been spinning it, and I finally finished spinning the singles. I just need to ply them all, and so I have lots of these little skeins that are gonna go into this jumper. And the fibre that I got was so beautiful in so many colors, like as if I was looking at the galaxy. And so I wanted to see how it's gonna spun up, and wanted to make a jumper out of it because it's such a nice color. So it looks like black hair, but as you can see, oh, there's yellow, and what is that? Oh, maybe I can show you this way. Maybe this is a better way. So, oh, you can't really see, but there's green, yellow, purple, red, and black. It's such a nice color that I can't quite catch on camera. Yeah, but at the end it looks like a dark green altogether. I have spun out like what I've been meaning to spin, a skin that is the same consistency, and I was aiming for DK or worsted weight. And the reason why this project has been taking so long is because I need to spin and ply and knit, you know, it's been taking quite a while. So also I haven't been able to spin much because I got not much of space here. So it's been quite slow, but I am so in love with this jumper so far. Maybe I can put it on. So yeah, this is quite a baggy fit, lots of positive eaves. I wanted to have something that's so stable and goes with everything in my wardrobe. I like it baggy and quite thick, so yeah, I can't wait to finish this project. I just need to ply the singles and wash it and dry it and then knit it. Yeah, so hopefully it will be done. I don't know, I can't promise. So this jumper, I do have quite a lot of skeins left, but I'm a bit worried that I don't have enough to knit both sleeves and whole body. I might have to substitute it with like finish it with different yarn that I've got. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna play yarn chicken again. I'll try to do as much as I can. If not, I will just put like two blocks of color. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get this off now. It was quite hard, so I had to get it off. So this is top down raglan jumper. I think it was free pattern as well, and I lost my stitch counts, so I just decided I will just increase as much as I need, like as much as I like for my positive ease. Yeah, so I'm just gonna wing it from here, which I think is fine, you know, as long as it fits and comfortable is fine. I don't think it's gonna look ugly because I decrease a little bit less or a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. Oh, maybe you can see the collar bit. No. Yeah. Okay. So that goes in my big bag here. Okay. What else? Oh, okay. So it's not finished object. It's far from being an object. I don't know if you watched my previous episode. I was knitting. I'm gonna put a picture here. This lovely socks from Line 52 weeks of socks, but as I was knitting a bit, knitting the what do you call it, the legs, I tried it on because it looked too small and it didn't fit. I just couldn't get my foot through, and I was knitting it in both pairs at two at a time. Didn't go well. I just didn't have energy to finish that project or even try to fix it, so I decided to forget. So this is, I dyed it with avocado skins, no, avocado pits. It's a lovely pink shade. I need to find a good project for this. I do want to make this yarn be at its best, you know. It's a lovely color. I don't want to just waste it like caked up like this. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if you have any ideas for this lovely shade of pink. It's a sock yarn, so I could knit a sock. I don't mind. I could try to do different pattern for the sock, but yeah, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a comment down below. I do like that, you know, the thing about knitting community, that is that people always want to help each other and so warm and welcoming, and I do want to like have that, you know, create that space for everybody as well, you know. We can talk about anything. I don't know. Yeah, so actually one of the reasons that I started filming podcasts is that like a few months ago I joined a knitting Discord group from Heather and Hobbs. So there are a lot of people there, all some are spinners, dyers, knitters, sewers. So a lot of creative people there, and we have knit nights on virtually on Discord, and I got to meet so many new people there, and they're really lovely. I haven't been on Discord for a while because I haven't had time recently, and you know, so I wanted to be part of this community as well and wanted to share, and YouTube was a great place for me to start. Yeah, so I wanted to be also contribute whatever I have to the community, and yeah, have really positive creative environment for everybody here. A lot of rambling today. Think it as like headmaster's announcement at school, you know, yeah. I don't know, like I always was like bored when my headmaster's like just talking the things that we're not really interested in and in Korea. back in Korea. The high school I went to was quite strict, and the headmaster would talk so long and slow, and we all had to stand up while he was giving like a speech that I can't really remember what it was about. But I remember just like my legs shaking from the ache, because we would sometimes have to stand up for an hour. That was awful. And I used to be this engineer, like broadcasting engineer as a student. So I had to be on the stage managing the sound engineer, yeah. So I had to manage that, so I have to be on the stage, so I can't move like if I move like fidget, I'll get told off after the speech. So I had to stand really still, and it was a hot summer, and Korean mosquitoes are vicious. They're not great to have. And I saw a big mosquito on my leg and just sucking my blood out of my body, and but I couldn't move. I was trying to like move my legs to shake it off, but I got bitten 3 times on my legs and I couldn't shake it off because of my headmaster is just giving a long speech about like how to be a good girl, you know. Yeah. I don't know why I started talking about this, I'm sorry. So yeah, let's go to the next project. Next project, I wanted to get another shawl for myself. I have knitted, I only have one shawl made yet, which is Stephen West's Vertices Unite shawl. I spun and dyed it, knitted it into a shawl, and it was quite a project for me. And I wanted to make another shawl because that shawl I made, basically I used the handspun yarns that wasn't necessarily consistent per se, so the thickness all over the place, but overall the shawl is too thick these days. It's not for all season, probably just for winter. So I wanted to make a thinner shawl, but not too complicated, very straightforward. So I did get this book from Line 8 again, 52 weeks of shawls. I pre-ordered it because, you know, I just, it's so lovely. All the designs here, it's so lovely. And the pattern that I'm using is this Korpsång. I don't know. Lovely yarn, lovely feature, lovely pattern, and yeah, I just really love it. Let me show you more. So these just tiny pattern, they call it, I think the designer called it as bird's pattern, the lace pattern. It's quite simple, just using yarn over and, you know, so I just really like the simplicity of this, and I wanted to have a just plain white shawl, and so it was perfect for me. And it has really nice details like embroidery here along the edges. I haven't decided what color I'm going to use. I do have pink from the other yarn that I have just frogged with, but I also have I'll show you in a bit, but I will show you the shawl first. So this is how far I've got. Literally, I've been only knitting this project, nothing else really, because I love it so much. It's quite wrinkly. So this is where the embroidery bit is gonna be, here, along the hair, and it's really nice. If I maybe this way, yeah, I think it's gonna be so like minimalistic, but also there's some cute points like bird patterns I think it'll be subtle and quite minimal feature to have as a part of your wardrobe. So you start from here, a small, like cast on 3 stitches or something like that, and then increase as you repeat the bird patterns. Yeah, so it's quite I think it's quite an easy pattern to follow, as long as you know how to do yarn over and increase, decrease, and yeah, all sorts of that lace, basics of lace pattern, I say. Yeah, I don't know how much further I've got left, but I do want it to be long enough so that I can tie it around my neck, so like not too tight around my neck. The other thing I also like about this pattern is that the other side, this is the right side and this is the wrong side, and it's still beautiful. I like how it looks almost like a cotton flowers. And yeah, also I should mention this is my hand spun yarn as well. So this is my merino wool hand spun undyed natural shade. So I have this much left. I really need to start spinning it so that I can finish this shawl. I haven't been spinning a lot. Seems like all my projects just, I made myself a complicated project. I like making things complicated, you know. I think I don't know, how about you? I do like making things complicated. So yeah, there you go. So also I was talking about the embroidery section. I have a couple of options. So I have this yarn. It's dyed with onion skin that's been modified with iron modifier. So it's a lovely shade that's been dyed on this undyed skin. So I have another one that I dyed with indigo. So these are a nice color, but color combination, but I don't know if I'm gonna knit all these together for something. I thought about doing one of the shawls in the design that's been designed by the Fiber Tales, but I'm not really sure yet. So I thought maybe I could use this brown shade for the embroidery. I think the contrast is subtle enough that I wouldn't mind having, I don't want the contrast on my embroidery section to be too strong like the one in the book, but I might just try a couple of threads and see how it looks like. So this is one of the options. The other options is actually using where did it go? Using cat's yarn. I think this might be also very nice, because both are like spun really uniquely. I think that will go together. I might hold it double to match the thickness. I think they might be really nice. Yeah, I think I actually might use this. I don't know. Yeah, so yeah, that's the last knitting project that I have to share. So there hasn't been much, but I think my knitting mojo is coming back. I did go buy lots of yarns recently, so I do have like dream knits, is that how you call it, on my list, and I have more time now, so I'm excited for casting on new projects, although I really need to spin. Yeah, so last thing that I will share is not completely something that like I'm really happy with, but I had this fabric that I printed off with my illustration on it. It has sunflower drawing that I did, so I just made a repeat and print it off from Spunflower and made it into a bucket hat. On inside is the fabric that I dyed with the onion skin again, so it's reversible, and I'm not really good at sewing in round, like not straight lines, so this happened, but you know, I'm learning. Yeah, so this, the reason why I said I'm not really satisfied with is because that whatever I tried, like this thing happens and here another one, and I was worried that the hat would be too small for me, so I did it the biggest size I've had on the pattern, and it's too big for me. I think it's too big for me. But I think it will be a nice summer hat. Yeah, it looks really big on me, like this extra room here. I don't know, but if I pull it down, it's too big, you know, I can't see. I mean, it could be a good beach hat when it's so hot, like on your face, and the other way I could do it this way, which I think I prefer this one more. So yeah, so this is the last project that I have to share, really. I haven't planned anything today. I just, you know, I got a tripod, so I might as well just film something and see what happens. In fact, I did film this episode like a few weeks ago, but I didn't like the framing, so I'm filming the same thing again with different projects now. Yeah, I think that's it today. Yeah. I think that's everything. I hope you enjoyed it. I might have talked really fast at some point because I was excited about the projects. Hopefully that wasn't too fast. And I wonder what people do when they listen to my videos, if they do. Because I like to knit while I listen to podcasts, but I don't know, do you watch the video while you knit, or do you just listen to it and just glimpse at it sometimes? Because that's what I do. I just listen most of the times and knit, and I look at the screen when they say, I got this new yarn, I'm like, what? You got a yarn? And I look at the screen, you know. Yeah, so what do you do when you listen to podcasts? Sometimes I listen to audiobook or podcast, or yeah, when I knit. But the best thing I think is the best thing to do when you knit is watching a knitting podcast. It just feel like having a, you know, knit night. Yeah, so I done a previous episodes, I didn't do like chit chat at the end of the videos, but I've seen some people doing it, and I think it's quite a nice idea, so I'm gonna knit and talk for a bit. Yeah, so talking about the things that I watch, I do like watching illustration videos because I'm an illustrator. My favorite one, probably the only one that I watch nowadays, is Franet. She's a great illustrator from Chile, and she used to live in Germany and London and New York now. I'm also a Patreon for her, and I get podcasts every now and then, which I really think is so cool because, like, I love listening to a podcast, and like her podcast is something that I would like to pay to listen to. So that's why subscribe to being a Patreon for her, and she does have like exclusive things on it. Also, apart from illustration videos, I do like watching like off-grid videos. There are two things that I mainly watch. There are two girls. The first one is called Isabel Page. I think she's quite famous, popular, so you might have seen her. I just got suggested on my feed, and wow, she's living my life, my dream life. Like, that's the life that I want to live, like living in the mountain, and you know, being a very very self-sustainable. Yeah, it sounds really nice. Just waking up in the morning and going to the top of the mountain to see the sunrise, and it just seems really nice. And also she spins and she weaves, which is cool. Seems like she can do everything. Also she was a yoga teacher before. Very inspiring. Like, I get so much like healthy inspiration from her, reminding myself like, this is what you want, and you know, you want to live by the nature and be creative and be sustainable. I do live in the opposite life, living in the middle of London, just surrounded by the traffic in a small tiny room, and you know, but all I can, you know, do is like just wait for the right timing. Yeah, but the another one that I watch is called Hannah. Let me see, I can't remember her last name. Hannah Löthgren. She also lives in the mountain. She started her YouTube videos as a girl living in the van theme, I think. She converted her van to a living space where she has bed and table and kitchen and everything, and she just goes to anywhere in the States, just traveling. And she last year she bought a cottage in the mountain, and yeah, so really nice. Again, she's got beautiful aesthetics, like the way she decorates her tiny cottage is so cute. And yeah, and she's quite funny. Yeah, so those are the main things I watch on YouTube probably. And also I do watch a lot of stuff, because when I kind of want to be watching something. I like multitasking. So recently I started Sheets Creek. I don't know how to say that. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix show. Oh no, gee, did you increase? It's okay. I don't think I increased it at the beginning. Not sure. I will check the video. Yeah, it's a comedy show. It's quite funny. And I don't know if anybody watches Korean drama here. I'm Korean, so I do. Mainly my students who I teach Korean for, they would tell me, gee, you gotta watch this, because they watch Korean dramas, and I will watch it and say, oh my god, this is amazing, you know. So the latest drama that I watched is called Coffee Prince, and it's really old. I think it's from 2000 something, 2009 or something. It's about people working in a coffee shop, but that's not everything, and it's really cool. I didn't realize how progressive the drama was when it came out, because obviously I didn't really watch it when it came out. It's really cool. I would recommend it. Yeah. Right. I think that's everything. Did you like the episode? If you did, let me know down in the comment, or like, was it interesting, or like, what did you do listening to this podcast, and what are you doing today? How's the weather, or where are you coming from? You know, I like to communicate. You know, these days you can't really communicate with people, and I find this space such a good opportunity to do so. So let me know all the things that you've been enjoying, and if there's anything that you like to recommend to watch I would be happy to hear about it. Right, I think that's everything. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you soon. Have a great day. Bye bye.